Thank you, Mr Assistant President. I rise to take note of the answer given by the Minister for Transport regarding to farm firefighting vehicles, and I thank the member for his answer and the additional information he's going to supply, and also the goodwill shown by both he and the Minister for Roads on this issue. Just a bit of a background for those unfamiliar. On farms across regional New South Wales, there are vehicles in sheds, in paddocks, that are termed farm firefighting vehicles. It could be old utes, trucks or trailers whose sole purpose is for fighting fires, and they're set up specifically to fill this role. This mosquito fleet, as they've become affectionately known, is really handy to have as their ability to swarm to a fire, well before often the formal agencies. Now, because these vehicles are hopefully rarely used, they're sitting in sheds, and it's not often practical to have these vehicles insured all the time. So in the 23-24 bushfire season, a scheme that was actually conceived under the previous Regional Roads Minister, Sam Farraway, was trialled by this government, allowing for a light touch conditional registration for these farm firefighting vehicles. This was a trial done with a promise to have a permanent scheme in place by the following bushfire season. Then, just months out from this deadline, we triggered a debate in this place about those farm firefighting vehicles and found that that trial had gone nowhere, and we were no closer to having a permanent scheme in place. So in reaction to that, the government quickly pulled together an additional trial, a second trial, to be held over the last bushfire season. Now, I'm glad that review has since been completed, and I look forward to getting this system in place. But I'm a little bit concerned. I don't know the outcomes of that trial, but I'm a little bit concerned because I would suspect there's been some cynicism from farmers to get involved in what was a second trial to one that already done. A promise had already been broken, and there was no explanation as to why the scheme, no valid explanation as to why the scheme had not been put in place. The feeling for many was that this was just kicking the scheme down the road, and they needed this in place very quickly. So here we are, just months out from the next bushfire season, and yet we still feel no closer to having this important scheme in place that we were promised more than 2 years ago when this commitment was first made. Let's not let this critical issue fall into the too hard basket. Farmers want this scheme, the RFS want this scheme. It's a good scheme that's going to provide many benefits across the sector. So please, let's get this in place very quickly. Once again, I thank the Minister for his answer and the goodwill shown by both he and the Roads Minister, and I look forward to seeing the report on this trial.